Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we're doing a Lavender Vibes house and I had a lot of fun with this, as I usually do, per usual. We had a hard time here trying to find the right cabinets. After this video, I definitely went and purged a lot of my old cabinets and bought some new. Well, I say bought, but you know what I mean. I'm doing quotations, bought. And yeah, but I use this refrigerator because I'm like, when am I ever going to have an opportunity to use like this fridge? You ever do that? Like you're building and you realize I better use that during this build because I'm not going to have another opportunity. When am I going to be able to put a bluish fridge with a girl on it, right? So it was fitting. It finally was like, oh, I get to use this. I've had it for so long, and so it fit just perfectly. How are you? Happy Sunday or whatever day you're watching this. Still on my Sunday vibe grind here of making sure that I post on Sundays. I'm super happy about that. Glad you're here. If you're new around here, that's what we do on Sundays. We speed build, we hang out, I chit chat, I blab a lot, and we just have some fun building some cute little houses. Basically, I hope your week's going great. I know that I said it on my last video, but we are kind of getting geared up for a really crazy snowstorm we're supposedly supposed to have. And so I've been kind of just gaming, hanging out. Everyone's doing their own thing at our house, which is nice because it's kind of quiet and everyone's gaming. I know my middle is probably watching TikTok or something, but everyone else is definitely gaming or taking a little snooze. So very, very chill day here at our household. And a toaster. Oh my gosh, speaking of toaster, I just saw the toaster got placed and I have not had a toaster in 3 years. When I moved and we bought this house, I threw away my old toaster. It was like, at that point it had gone through it, right? It had seen some loaves of bread, you know what I mean? But anyway, I never bought one here. It's kind of weird, but just bought one. I'm kind of a little bit obsessed, just mildly obsessed with Drew Barrymore's beautiful line at Walmart. Gotta love Walmart. And anyway, I have her crock pot, I have her mini crock pots, I have her mixer, I have her air fryer 1, I have her air fryer 2. What else do I have? I mean, now I'm an owner of a toaster, so it just actually FedEx just dropped it off, so I'm excited to make some toast. Even though I'm a gluten-friendly girly, it's really crazy, but for the longest time, first off, let me start out by apologizing to you gluten-free folks because I would be the girl who would roll my eyes. Even being in catering, like I would just roll my eyes like, okay. But I recently have been more gluten-friendly and I have not been eating it. Guys, my psoriasis and eczema, whatever I got going on in my ears and stuff has cleared up. My ears have never been more clear in my entire life since I was probably 12 years old. So that's fun. So I've definitely tried your share of gluten-free bagels and bread, and so I thought I'd be really sad to let that go. I really did, but it's not as hard as I made it out to be. Things in life kind of aren't, right? But anyway, so yeah, enough about me as far as that goes. But it just basically I have chilled out on the bread. So super excited to make some toast, and it's fitting for this very cold, dreary, you gotta love some toast. What's your favorite toast to have? Definitely me. I'm a classic. I love doing butter. I like cinnamon sugar, but I just never do that. I don't know why. I don't know. I grew up on it. I guess I've never had it in probably 12 years. I just haven't made it. I do like bagels more so. I thought that's what I would miss the most with this whole gluten-free, gluten-friendly kind of vibe. But I found alternatives and they're fine. I also have found alternative English muffins, and I really, really, really love making chicken salad and putting it on an English muffin. My favorite actually is a recipe I found, super simple, but it's chicken salad. You make rotisserie chicken, just chop it all up. And then I put mayonnaise, and then you put a little bit of cream cheese, so it's half cream cheese, half mayonnaise, so it's a little bit thicker, but you then chop up fresh jalapeno, so it's a jalapeno popper. You can add bacon to it if you want, and then you can add cheddar cheese. I keep it simple. I just do chicken, mayonnaise, a little bit of cream cheese spread. That's kind of the thing, is if you use cream cheese spread, it's a lot like softer, you know what I mean? So I do that, and I did the jalapenos in it, and it's just like, it's a burst, and I put green onions. It's a burst of like flavor, but I put it on an English muffin, put it in the air fryer for a couple, like 3 minutes. It is like the best lunch. It is so good. So I had to find an alternative, and there are some really good English muffins. They're egg based. It sounds weird, but I don't like eggs at all. But when they're in the air fryer and they fry up, they're really, really, really good. I love it. I've been seeing, like, speaking of air fryers, have you guys seen like the TikToks and stuff of all the parents that are getting the air fryers for Christmas? And like, to me, they're old news. Like, they've been around for a very long time, but it's funny seeing these people, like, they're recording their parents doing the air fryer for the first time. They're like, do you put oil in it? What, they're reading the instructions, like, and then us millennials and everyone else were just like winging it. I crack up because it's so funny. It's like, sometimes I don't even put stuff in my air fryer. Like, for example, the new air fryer I haven't even put oil in it. Like, is that weird? I just let it let it air fry. But I know that in the past, I have followed the directions, I think, once upon a time, and like put like a little bit of oil in it, but I don't even do that now. It's pretty much like a glorified microwave for us. Sorry if you can hear my dishwasher. It is what it is. I like the sound. It's going to sound really weird. I hope someone else out there that's hearing this can relate, but I really love the sound of the dishwasher. It's like a lullaby for me. It's like, to me, I just like having it on during the day. I actually don't do it at night. I do it in the mornings usually, or right after dinner, so I can just kind of game, and I can also hear the purr. Is that weird? It sounds weird when I say it out loud, but I swear, it's just something that I've always loved. I just like the sound. Maybe it's the idea of like this about to be clean and that my sink is empty kind of thing. My sink is not empty right now. I don't know who I have turned into, but the past couple of weeks, I have gotten really bad. Normally you go to my house and there would never be anything on my table. Like, I always have been so weird about that. Like, nothing's on my table. This is not a place to hold stuff. Okay, yeah. Even looking at it right now, there's an Uncrustable, which is not mine, by the way, but there's an Uncrustable wrapper, Sonic wrapper from this morning, and it is now 4 p.m. There is also a beef jerky situation going on, and a Pizza Hut dessert box, and the chairs are all a disarray. So who am I? I don't know. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't care. I have really, I guess one could say, let myself go. I just, there are just some things that are just more fun, like playing Sims, for example. No, but in all seriousness, maybe it's more so of just me becoming, like, Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. I'm becoming Olivia. And, there's just times I do believe that I have put emphasis on things like that, and they really don't hold a purpose, honestly, if I'm being honest. I'm glad that I have chilled out a little bit, and make no mistake, I like my house to be at least company ready. Like, if someone walks in, I do like that I'm not like, oh my God, like, oh, you stopped by. I try to make it where if someone would stop by and see me, like my brother or something, or my aunt or my mom or whatever, or a stranger or my neighbor, they can come in. I do pride myself in that, but having a wrapper on my table would have set me off the hinges before. And now I've been able to just chill out. Maybe this is my chill out era, and I'm here for it. I really do feel like I'm becoming a more softer version of myself. Is anyone else feeling that? I did talk to some coworkers and stuff, and I am not alone. I know. It's just like the things that actually matter and the things that don't. And maybe it's my 30s. Maybe it's me just finding myself. And so I don't know how old you are listening to this. Probably maybe a younger crowd if we're doing Sims. But hey, maybe not. Us millennials, we can play some Sims, right? But I think that I really am just, again, becoming. And I love it. I do love it. A lot of it, I do believe, has to do with feeling like you have something to prove to somebody else. And I think of all ages can probably relate to that part. It's, we're living this life, and there's nobody that we have to answer to except ourselves, right? And so that's something that I am really liking, that I'm realizing, and I wish I would have realized it a lot sooner. But hey, we're here. And so that's kind of something that the softness that brings, I'm really looking forward to that. And a lot of the fluff, that's actually the word I was looking for. There's a lot of fluff that I think you guys might be able to relate as well, that we put on our lives. And for what? You know? Like, what kind of car you drive? Like, listen, if you're a car person, cool, whatever. But for me, I don't like car payments, and I hate them. They're dumb. As soon as this car payment's over for us, I hope that we don't do a car payment. I think they're stupid, especially the amount that the car payments are nowadays. I mean, I watch a lot of financial shows and things, and people are having these outrageous 6, 8, 1,000 plus car payments. Stupidity. I'm sorry, I will say it. But if cars is your thing, it's your thing, whatever. But my thing is that it should only be your thing for yourself. If it's a goal of your own, great, and enjoy that car payment. Enjoy that car payment, boo, because I don't want it. I don't want it at all, and it doesn't impress me either. I feel like Shania Twain, that don't impress me much. Anyway, the thing is, I really do really love just being. And someone sent me a quote at the beginning of this year and said, maybe this year isn't about unbecoming anything. Maybe it's just being who you are and really kind of just settling into that. And I value that a lot. What if we all just really soften ourselves up and just get back to basics? And it's that simple life. I tell you, every time I simplify anything, from a holiday to even my day or my everyday life or anything, it's better. You have some good food, good people, and there's nothing better than that. There isn't. And so this year for me, for sure, isn't about really a lot of anything. It's about just being. Can we just be? And that right there is something that I wish I would have done a long time ago. What's your New Year resolutions? Do you have any? Do you have some people do resolutions, some people do a theme, some people do a bucket list, some people do a lot of the, combined, or they do nothing at all. Robert is definitely someone who does not do them. I always like to ask him, like, hey, you got any? And he's like, nope. And it's, and me, I always usually have a theme of the year. I don't like to make a list like I used to in my journal of all the things I want to do because, to be honest with you, I'm sure, again, you guys can probably relate. I never really looked at them again after I wrote them. It's not that I didn't. I had great intentions, right? It just, they kind of fell off the side of the planet. But instead I had themes, and I've had they varied for me, but this year really is just being still and soft and just being for once in my whole life. If I can just be, please, for the love of God, let me just be. And it's all about working and find that balance. And enough about me, but it's just finding that balance that works for all of us is something that I think we all can do a little bit more of, and I'm here for it. Let me tell you, I really am. And I'm also here for getting this bathroom done. I struggle, clearly. I want to do better. I'm self-aware. I need to do more realistic bathrooms and not the same old square. And let's put a toilet over here in the corner. Yes. And let's put some fashion stuff on the walls, and then let's do a rug that says get naked. That's about as far as I go, right? Anyway, I hope that you're having the best day, and if you're not, turn it around. It's not too late. You've got this, and I'll talk to you next time.
Should've known better than to trust in love. It's like this whole world keeps on messing it up. Yeah. I thought that I could do better if I just believed. Yeah. I'm thinking back to when you were in the sweater that you got from me.